In our consumer alert, much of Puerto Rico is still without power. It continues to deal with potentially catastrophic flooding after Hurricane Fiona pounded the island. While there are ways that you can help those affected, the Better Business Bureau wants you to protect yourself from possible scammers. Jen Sullivan has more.
As the damage grows, so does the need in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Fiona left a massive path of destruction.
We are still in the zone of danger and not out and about.
As charities get operations running to address the catastrophe, the Better Business Bureau says be cautious because scammers are also looking to take advantage of the dire situation.
People want to help in any way they can, and sadly, scammers take advantage of that vulnerability to deceive donors.
Grassroots organizations on the island are taking donations to help the over 1 million still without electricity and hundreds of thousands without running water. Organizations like Direct Relief, which is a BBB accredited group with volunteers on the ground, are helping hospitals forced to run on generators.
The Comprehensive Cancer Hospital's generator failed, so they had to, in the middle of the storm, move patients from one hospital to the other.
So before you donate to any charity, the BBB has these 3 tips to protect you and to make sure your money doesn't end up in the wrong hands. 1. Do your research and donate to charities directly instead of crowdfunding sites.
If they don't have boots on the ground, how are they going to get your donation to the people who need it the most? Look for experienced charities that can provide fast relief.
2. Use a credit card and avoid sending money via peer-to-peer apps. And finally, pay attention to red flags like copycat websites and hard-to-believe claims. For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The Better Business Bureau says that you can verify charities on their website, bbb.org. Well, also the FDA has a warning for people, and one the agency probably didn't expect to need to make. Don't cook chicken in NyQuil. You heard that right. A new social media challenge is encouraging young people to cook their poultry in the basic ingredients in NyQuil and other over-the-counter cough products. The FDA says that this one is dangerous even if you don't eat the chicken. They say boiling medication can change its properties, making it more concentrated, and just breathing it in can cause damage to your lungs. Well, the global supply chain backup continues to hurt the auto industry. Ford says that it will end the month with between 40,000 and 45,000 large pickups and SUVs that it can't finish because it doesn't have all of the parts. The company also says that shortages and rising prices of supplies will cost it an extra $1 billion just this quarter. Automakers have been struggling with supply chain issues, specifically a shortage of computer chips, which has halted vehicle production for much of the past 2 years. Well, home building, though, is looking like it's making a comeback, even though demand for new homes among buyers has started to cool off and the costs of building supplies remained high. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, new home constructions jumped 12.2% from July and are just down 0.1% from a year ago. Officials say the increase in new housing starts is a good thing for the housing market because inventory has been so tight. The shortage in supply has played a big factor in pushing home prices higher amid soaring demand, part of why home prices were climbing.